Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. So for all my English viewers, it means peace be upon you, and Allah, so God, and God's mercy and blessings to you, right? So in today's video, I want to talk about overcoming fears, overcoming nervousness, overcoming, so fears, nervousness, uncomfortability, how to get past those points. Usually, when I desire something very strongly, you're very concerned with the outcome. Because you care about the outcome, you're thinking about all different kind of ways it can go out, what could happen, the good, the bad, and this is usually gonna come with nervousness, and you're gonna be uncomfortable doing that thing, or you're gonna be worried about the outcome. You're gonna be fearful, and usually, if this is happening, then I would say that you're on the right track because you're trying to get to what you desire. You're taking the right steps toward what you desire, and this is a great thing. But the shaitan, which is the devil, is always trying to play with us. So he's gonna give us those doubts. He's gonna give us thoughts and the ideas, the visions of what you don't want to happen. But that's not what we're gonna focus on whenever these things happen. So before we get into that, we need to remember that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so God, has created everything. He has created us and all the things around us, and it all works in perfect harmony and precision. For example, each one of your little cells in your everywhere, they have DNA in them, and like little molecules that go to the DNA and open it up and read it and then make a protein, and then this is all happening on its own and perfectly and precisely in each individual cell all over your entire body, and this is all happening perfectly. So this is one of the miracles that God has made. So with all this precision and all this harmony, do you really think there's going to be something that He cannot do? Something that you cannot have? Something that He cannot grant you? If you really think so, then I'm sorry, this video is not for you. You're lost. Because after seeing all these miracles and all these blessings and that's just one to me, I like science, I like technology, and in these things that we have been able to make from the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has helped us so much. And there's plenty more stories in the Quran about all the different miracles. But if you cannot see any of these miracles and any of these blessings and precision that God has made for us, then there's no way anyone's going to be able to help you anyway. But so the point is, there's no lack. There's so much abundance, so much blessing, and so much He's able to do and make for you. So I'm saying that do not be afraid to go after what it is that you want, and believe that what you want is very possible, and it's out there, and you can have it, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can grant this to you, right? So let's get into what we're gonna do, right? One of the best prayers that you can do is my Arabic is not perfect, so for people who are Arabic that can correct me, feel free to correct me. I like to learn. So Salata al-Istikhara, which means the prayer of seeking guidance. And it is a sunnah prayer taught by the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ to seek Allah's help, so God's help, in choosing the best course of action when faced with uncertainty. So the essence of the istikhara is to surrender your personal desires and to trust in Allah's wisdom and whatever outcome He decrees. And this relates to my other videos that I've been putting on my channel that I read from other books, from other people, not even Arabic books or the Quran. Basically, we trust in the universe, we trust in God, that it will all work out perfectly for us. But we have to feel good until that happens, right? So the istikhara is basically just 2 units of like a prayer, 2 rak'at, which is like, Islamic prayer. And then you recite this dua once you're done. So here is a dua as like a request to God, like a prayer, right? So this is how we'll translate it. So it says, "O Allah, I seek your guidance by virtue of your knowledge, and I seek ability by virtue of your power, and I ask you for your great bounty. For you are capable and I am not. You know and I do not. You are the knower of the unseen. O Allah, if you know that this matter," and here you can be specific about whatever it is that you're trying to do, "is good for me in my religion, in my livelihood, and in the outcome of my affairs, then ordain it for me, make it easy for me, and bless it for me. And if you know that this matter is bad for me in my religion, my livelihood, and the outcome of my affairs, then turn it away from me and turn me away from it." and ordain for me the good, whatever it may be, and make me pleased with it. So this is one of the most powerful prayers that you can do for yourself, but you have to make a decision first. So make your decision about whatever it is you want to do. That's which I'm sure you have something that's everyone wants to do everything every day. Make the decision using whatever knowledge you have been given and whatever you may have. Make the prayer, and this is basically saying, if this thing is good for me, and you've made this dua with sincerity, and with faith that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hears you and understands you more than you will ever understand yourself. You made this dua and you're saying, if it's good, it should make it easy for me. Open the doors, make it easy, let it happen smoothly, basically, right? And what could be better than that? And if it's not good for me, then turn it away from me. That means keep it away from me. Like, do not even let it come close to me, and turn me away from it, right? And then you're also asking for whatever that good thing is for my religion, for my livelihood, and for the outcome of all my affairs, your entire life essentially. Then bring that to me instead. I don't know what could be more powerful than this kind of prayer. And I did this prayer recently, and it is strong. But I'm gonna tell you my story about with my experience with this. I'm making this video because obviously I was nervous about a decision. I was feeling uncomfortable and fearful. But after I made this prayer, I had to make this prayer multiple times. Actually, I made it like once or twice, and then it took me like 2 days until I was able to act upon the decision that I made. But whenever I wanted to make this prayer again, I just remind myself, hey, I already made this prayer, and now I just need to trust. Now I just need to do the decision, because nothing has been stopping me yet. Nothing has been getting in my way. Not like trying to interpret anything like crazy. Literally, just nothing was getting in my way. Nothing was stopping me. Just haven't had the opportunity to do it yet. And then when the opportunity came, it was there. So that means I have to stick with it, right? Even though I was very nervous, I was fearful. I didn't even. And throughout this time, I had so many different imaginations. What's the worst thing that could happen? What's the best thing that could happen? And every time I thought of a different situation, I would see so many more possible opportunities. And I was like, wow, there's probably so many opportunities that I would not even be able to imagine. And this is part of what I've been teaching in my videos from other videos, that we need to be in the present moment. So anytime I notice myself, which was a lot, thinking about the future or the outcomes, I would if I had a bad outcome in my imagination, I would imagine a good outcome, and I would keep this feeling, and I would trust that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will make this type of outcome happen. Something that will make me feel in this type of way. So that the way you see the outcome, if it makes you feel good, hold on to that. But if it doesn't make you feel good, then don't imagine that. I'm sorry, these cats are distracting me. They look like they're about to freaking pounce on each other. Yeah, they're like holding their territory. So, right. So basically, right. So we're waiting for the decision. We made the decision. We made the prayer. Now we're waiting for the opportunity to do the thing, or we're gonna go do the thing. And if it's literally being allowed to happen, keep going and trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and do the thing that you said that you wanted to do without fear. And this relates to all the relationship advice that I've been giving, because for me, I was very scared to talk to girls. I used to be very scared to talk to girls, right? I would always think like, oh, maybe I'm not good enough, or they wouldn't like me, or I'm so weird, or they're gonna think I'm this or that or this, or all these different types of things. So many different outcomes in my mind. So what I did was I needed to get out of my comfort zone. And in one of my previous videos, I talked about how I was giving out roses just to random people, just to get uncomfortable, because it was made me nervous. It made me uncomfortable. So I was giving out like roses to all the people, like USF, just men, female, whoever, males, females, whoever looked at me, really. And you know what? That is another video that I'm gonna get into, about the power of the eyes and how it transfers the energy. You can really, looking at someone in the eyes, you're really able to feel the energy coming off, and it kind of hits you unconsciously before you consciously realize what it is that's going on. So when you look at people in the eyes, their body language, whoa, we're gonna get into that in another video. I'm going off on a rant here. We're gonna get into that in another video. Let me know if you want to see that one. But yeah, so I'm just telling you, for all the men out there, the females, whoever, if you have a decision that you made, you want to say something to somebody, you want to do something, go ahead and do that thing. Make that prayer, and if it comes easily, obviously you know whose work that was, and be grateful, because when you're grateful, you are rewarded greatly. And if things start getting in your way, things are stopping you, then don't fight too hard. You made the prayer, and you know why that's happening. Because obviously whatever your decision you're trying to make was obviously not good for you, and God is keeping you away from it and it away from you. So you see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? This way, that way. And then the good thing is on the way. So don't despair, don't be upset, because what's in store for you is going to be a whole lot better. Anyway, this video is going to be completely unedited. I really appreciate you joining me on my channel. Hit the subscribe button, join me on Patreon, and I have a Discord channel server that I'm making a whole community. I'm really excited to have you here, whether you're Muslim or not a Muslim. I will be putting in Islamic teachings as well throughout my videos, which I'm sure you've noticed, or maybe they're gone by now. So, but if it resonates with you, I'm happy that you're here, and hopefully we all are on a better path, inshallah, God willing. So see you in the next video.